Hello and welcome to Bunnies and Bacon. Today I'm going to give you a average review of the new PZ B2 740 German heavy tank. This just came up for sale a couple days ago. I wish I'd got to this a little bit sooner, but I am getting to it in time for, well, a lot of you that probably still haven't made a decision whether or not you want to go for this one or not. It's a new tank in the store, in the World of Tanks store, and it has an old reputation as being a seal clubber. Now, my goal today is to let you figure out if it is a seal clubber or not. Kind of interesting design, big, bulky, turret front, very tall. But here's something interesting, the crew. You have a commander, a driver, a radio operator, and another radio operator. So apparently in early Germany it took two people to work a radio, but only one person to drive something this monstrous. And I guess nobody needed to load or any of those other important things. Seems like the radio was the most important thing for some reason. So anyway, if you got some crew in a different German heavy tank, you may want to drop them in here because this doesn't come with any perks. There's nothing on these guys. So if you like to watch reviews where these guys are maxed out, they got all 5 perks and skills, and they're eating pudding and soda pop and sandwiches and whatever because they got extra speed and all that, this is not your review. This is for the average everyday player like myself to show you what you're going to get and what you can expect. So the only thing I have done to this is I've added binoculars, which just about everybody has these. I've added the improved ventilation. Now this may be something that you may have to save up for, but I have plenty of silver. I don't seem to spend it on anything, but I know this is what another version of this tank is offered in the store has this, so I figured, well, you know what, I'm going to put it on there just so you can see if you wanted to spend that little extra what you're going to get. And then also I've added the enhanced gun laying device, which gives you 10% to your aiming speed, which aiming speed really isn't that much of an issue on this vehicle. So anyway, I'll quickly go over the ammo. Your basic ammo has a 55 millimeter penetration, and it does 39 to 65 damage. 39 to 65 damage for 14. Your gold ammo does 90 millimeter penetration, 39 to 65 damage. So and that's 2 gold per shot or 800 silver. So you're not getting more damage, you're getting a higher chance of penetration. And then of course your heat rounds do 46 to 78 damage, a lot more damage, less likely to penetrate, but you're probably still going to end up doing more damage. And then of course I got a repair kit, first aid kit, and a fire extinguisher, as many people will run, and unless you've got a tricked out crew that's got everything, then you're gonna have sandwiches and Coke kinds down here to help you do whatever that stuff does. I don't know. I don't have any of that because pretty much all my tanks are maybe have 2 or 3 perks on them. But I'm going to run this one just as you would get it, just as you expect to see it. One cool thing about this tank is the maximum tier you'll ever see is a tier 5. So this is a tier 4 tank, so you don't have to worry about getting into a 6 battle or a 7 battle. The 5 is the tops. So the seal clubbing rumor, let's find out if that's true. Right now we're in a tier 4 battle, so if it's going to happen, it'd more likely happen in this because I'm the only heavy. There's one heavy on the other team, and then a bunch of lights. So if you watched one of them videos from a year or so ago, you were told that none of them bullets can They can't penetrate you, even with gold. Very unlikely they're going to penetrate you unless they're behind you. So let's take a drive and see how close that is to being accurate. You know what? I think I'm going to make a quick right. I think I want to go around the edge of the mountain because typically that's where more of the heavies end up going anyway. Some of them do rush down the center when they, stuff like T-95s and some of the bigger, heavier German tanks that know that they can bounce hits like crazy. Well, rumor is we can, but you know what? Let's pretend like we don't know, and we're going to play, the semi-cautious route of, the norm. Now you see, I just took a pot shot. But look how large this aiming reticle is. If you think you're going to hit anything on the move with this, you're crazy. It's just not going to happen. You have to be super lucky, and if you're that lucky, you shouldn't be playing this game. You should be out buying lottery tickets. And as you can see, tank's somewhat slow, but it's not that bad. It could be worse. I've driven a lot slower vehicles. This one is not too bad. I don't like the fact that they got a spotter on a hill, which may let people know that I'm coming around the corner. But hey, it is what it is, and that's, you got to expect that because there's always a spotter there anyway. I'm just surprised that those other three lights haven't been able to get them off the hill yet. So we're about to come into territory where we start getting a little danger. Now I have the regular ammo loaded, nothing special, because we are a silk lover. So I'm going in with that mentality that, okay, just put one in the side of him. Now can that, well, it looks like that Locust is doing pretty well on his own. I kind of wanted to get over here before this other guy got in his face and helped, but
Enemy is hit.
Jet frag.
Penetration.
now he just wasted a whole clip on me, and it didn't look like it panned out very well for him. Take a shot because I know he's still there.
Track hit. Penetration.
And there's our first SEAL club today.
Target released.
Jet frag.
I didn't get that kill, the LTP. I think the Locust got that one, but we're not doing so bad in a tier 4 game right now. Even though the teams are still fairly even, we do have a slight advantage. But it looks like we got a lot of people on our way to our cap. One guy holding them off. So the question is, do I want to jump in the middle of that, assuming I could get there in time, or do I want to see if I can get to this cap? Now I think, oof, there we go. I'm sure these other guys are probably assuming there's more people coming to the cap. They're going to head this way. The SU is aiming at the other people. The cruiser's doing what I was expecting. Going to worry about him. I'm going to go for the RD, which is more than likely an A1. Well, maybe I'll try to get a shot in on this guy.
We didn't even scratch them.
Didn't scratch him. And there's the RD right there. Nothing. Apparently he's got his force field on because it didn't say I missed it, say I scratched him, didn't say nothing. Good day for him. Well, there it is. There's the game. Somebody took him out, and that's another win. Currently, right now, I think we were running about a 56% win rate in this. Now, I've only played probably a dozen games. We can glance at that real quick. We're going to see the after game stats here. Metal for shell proof. Not really a big deal, and survive at least 10 ricochets. So bottom line, looks like we made 11 grand in silver. Shot 9 times, 7 penetrations. Not too bad. And received 45 hits, 0 penetrations, which that's kind of seal clubbing as far as basically a BB gun. As far as service record on this vehicle, let's see here. Oh, there it is right there. I'm running 57% win on this. Now, don't be, oh my God, look at these. No, it's not like that at all. When you get down here, you see here 50%. This is usually where I fall, and you see we're not even halfway down the list, so it gets worse. I got tomato games, pumpkin games, lemon games, and then up here in your I don't know, green beans, celery, whatever they want to call this. But right now running 50%, 56%, 57% on this one, and here we go, 14 games played in this. So just real quick, I want to see if I can jump in one more game real quick. See if we can get in a tier 5 game. That tier 4 game went pretty well. I mean, it wasn't bad. Of course, we didn't really run into anything that was too threatening to begin with. Let's see, here we are, ranked number 1. We're in another tier 4. So again, this theoretically should be another seal clubbing game. Now I'm going to run up here. I'm going to go up the 2 line here because this is where the heavies usually brawl. I want to give you more of a idea of what to expect when you're running into a little Luke's or whatever. Probably don't need to worry about him too much, but other tanks, you may be surprised. You're not as impenetrable as you've been led to believe. I don't know if it's because this has been nerfed or if everything else has been buffed over the years, or what the situation is, but hopefully we'll get in a game where we can encounter some of them other vehicles and give you more of an accurate average review to see what this does and what it does not. So we're just about there. Sometimes you see a little action here, but again, on the move, we're not, look at that, we're not going to hit anything. Not with a circle that big. I mean, my gosh, that's huge. We're shooting guns, not missiles. So let's see what happens. We're about to be at the brawling stage, and all these little guys are racing up in front of me, and then of course they'll usually be the first one shocked when they're dead. Can't figure out why I didn't help them, but typically these guys get killed before I can even get there. Okay, so we're just going to plow forward because that's what this tank is known for being able to do, and we're going to play it as it's been reviewed in the past. And we're going to play very aggressive and
Target acquired. Enemy armor is hit. We didn't penetrate their armor. Target released.
so
Ready to fire.
I do use auto aim, you know, somewhat decent amount.
Penetration. They're knocked out. Target acquired. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
Man, I couldn't ask for better tanks to show up over here. All the little weenie tanks showed up over here. Now, our artillery just whacked me a good one. But, you know, when you're running the slowest vehicle, you got to expect that. He's on the run, which is probably a good move on his part. The light will get up there and finish him before I even see him. More than likely.
Permission to engage. We didn't even scratch them.
I hit him. You heard that. Didn't scratch him. I hit that artillery running in the back and did not scratch him.
Target acquired. Enemy armor is damaged. Where did they go?
So, two games so far, and it looks like we did do some seal clubbing. There's no way I'd get to the other end of the map to even be able to participate in what's going on down there. So I'm just going to sit here. We're going to win this game out real quick and wrap up this review. Now, fortunately, I did have 2 wins. Okay, but unfortunately, I didn't get in a tier 5 game that I wanted to be able to show you what this is really like against tier 5s. Because in all reality, in tier 5s, it seems like this thing is a bullet sponge. It seems like everything goes in it, no matter where it gets hit. So I don't want this to be misleading. We did make 12,000 silver. We did receive 10 hits, 2 penetrations, bounced 8, which is really good. 8 of 10 of our shots went in, which is really good. We did win. We weren't at the top, but we were up here. This Valentine really wreaked havoc. But in all honesty, if you get a tier 5 battle with this, it doesn't go that well. It soaks up a lot of bullets. It's not impenetrable from the front. I mean, I've been in games where bullets go in the front and out the side. So I don't want to mislead you on an average review, but it's not bad when you hit a tier 4 game. You can pretty much, you know, wreak havoc. In a tier 5, not so much. So if you're wanting one of these, I mean, they're only like 11 bucks. They're not a lot. So it may be fun to have. If you're getting this just for the clubbing factor, you're going to be surprised because there's not as much of the clubbing in that as you think there is. Like I say, I got 2 lucky games. You saw some decent outcomes. That's not normally the case. And keep in mind, you do get a crew with no perks, no nothing, and 2 radio operators. Again, not sure why, but that's the way it's set up. But anyway, if you kind of learned something, you know, good. I'm happy. You know, maybe smash that like button for me, give me a thumbs up, something, help me out. I am starting off, and I do plan on doing some more reviews, the honest average way, as in the way you're going to get it, not the way somebody else has it beefed up. So I appreciate you tuning in. This is Bunnies and Bacon. Come back and see me. Thanks a lot.